Hey everyone, Shane here from The Gravity Consultant, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a very interesting thing that is going on right now, and you don't want to miss this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and be sure to like this video and comment. All your feedback actually helps my channel grow. So, Parler. Google versus Parler. What's going on? This feels absolutely terrifying in some ways. Whether or not you like Donald Trump, it's just interesting that Google, Amazon, and Twitter have a lot of power to be able to shut things down. And I get it. Like, nobody wants violence when it comes to social media or anything. Nobody wants people to go out and do bad things and bust buildings down, break into buildings, all that kind of stuff. That is horrendous on every level. But what is interesting is I never knew before that Amazon had a bunch of servers. I guess it makes sense for their books and videos and all that kind of stuff, but I wasn't aware that they rented out their servers to other private businesses. So that's one thing that's interesting in itself. But I also know that Google owns YouTube, and then Facebook also owns Instagram, and Twitter is a social media platform where politicians love to gravitate towards. So it's kind of interesting that in one flip of the switch, a company like Parler could be switched off. That is absolutely mind-boggling to me, because I would have thought the way to approach it is, hey, either you have to tighten things up a little bit, whether that means throttling down Donald Trump's media channel, or taking him off, suspending him for 30 days, 60 days until the inauguration is over, all that kind of stuff. That's how I thought it would go logically. But when the three companies got together on the same day within a 24-hour period and it's lights out for Parler, I personally think that's unfair, because I've seen tons of horrendous stuff on Twitter that I wasn't even searching for that would just pop up. I've seen that in YouTube, on Google. You could do searches and you'll find anything that you want to find on Google. It's absolutely an amazing tool, good or bad. You can find people 9/11 falling off buildings and all that kind of stuff. When that all happened, you could hardly look away. It was everywhere. The buildings were collapsing daily. So it was very disturbing. But that's still available. It's still available. You can find people getting into fights. You can find gang fights, all kinds of stuff going on YouTube. No problem. There's no problem. Twitter, people mad at each other, cussing each other out, swearing, all this kind of stuff. But they're still on. Even the president of Iran still has his Twitter channel, and I remember watching a UN video where he basically gave his middle finger to everybody at the UN meeting and called them some pretty nasty names. He swore up and down for like 5 minutes. It was a tirade, calling people the F-bombs, all this kind of stuff. You can watch that on any platform. It's still there. He still has his channel. So my whole point of this is there needs to be a little bit of consistency. That's the biggest thing for me, and it's a concern, because if you make a mistake and you say something that somebody misinterprets, and you're not intentionally meaning to offend somebody, there's a good chance your channel could get shut down pretty quick. Because it happened. It happened to a business. It happened to the President of the United States. So it can happen to any one of us that are a little bit lower in the totem pole. Because I think we can all agree the President of the United States is the highest form right now of government And so yeah, that's kind of disturbing to me. You could throw, you can punish, you can close people's channels and stuff, but to punish a company for that, and I don't even know much about Parler. I didn't even hear much about Parler. I knew people were moving over. Like, what's going to happen to other people? Like, I know Joe Rogan moved over from YouTube, I believe, to Spotify. But what happens if Donald Trump or someone else goes to Spotify and you want to watch people that are on Spotify, you want to get your music and all that? What happens if they squash Spotify? Could happen. Could happen in an instant. So that's the thing that makes me a little bit, I think you have to be a little bit versatile. You can't rely only on one platform like Google, Twitter, Instagram. You have to be versatile, but it's definitely an interesting world. So feel free to comment. Let me know your feedback. And yeah, good or bad, I don't mind any of your comments, whatever you think. This is a free platform. You can say whatever you want on this channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this type of video as well, let me know your opinion. It's a little bit different, I know. I'm not an American, I'm a Canadian, but what happens in the States also affects us Canadians, believe it or not. I love Seattle. My wife and I go and watch the Seattle Mariners beat the pants off of our Blue Jays. I lived in Minnesota for a year, Bloomington, Minnesota, probably one of the nicest cities in North America. And I've also been to Florida and a bunch of other states as well, including St. Louis. No offense if you're from St. Louis, but that was kind of a dark town. I remember there was curfews like at 8 o'clock at night. This was many years ago, but we had a tough time finding a restaurant, and we kept going on that circle road, and we would see the arch on the left side, then we would see the arch on the right side, then this side and this side, and we were totally lost in the middle of nowhere. And anyways, I did go in that arch. That arch is actually phenomenal. Phenomenal. Love the arch. Anyways, thanks a lot. I'm done rambling. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And hope you're staying safe. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.